I was 16 years old when I graduated high school and started college. It was a lot. I come from a first-generation family. We had zero college savings, so I worked 4 jobs and took out loans to pay my way through college. I was so sure I was going to be a cardiothoracic surgeon. I was practicing the Whipple stitch instead of playing outside. I was reading SAT books instead of watching TV. My entire life, I thought, I'm going to go to medical school, and that's how I'm going to make a difference. That's how I'm going to have financial freedom. Then I started my master in public health program in epidemiology. I still didn't learn anything about clinical research, but I learned a lot about disease, the trends of disease, the patterns of disease. And there's a lot of sickness. There's a lot to be done. There are a lot of health challenges globally that needs to be rectified. But it wasn't until I landed my very first job as a clinical research coordinator that I found my passion in the clinical research industry. Working directly with the patients, learning about data entry and management, spitting blood down in a lab, running like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to figure it all out, regulatory compliance, reporting, closeouts, monitoring visits, queries, the list goes on and on, vendor management. I can't believe that I did all of that as a graduate. Looking back at it now, there are so many things that I would have told myself, but none of the options that I had back then would have granted me the success that I have now. So here I'm telling my story. Hopefully, if it can inspire you or help you find your path. If not, then just listen to the story just to listen to it. But I started out not knowing anything about clinical research. I fell into the job. I learned a lot on the job. And then I became an expert in the field. I became passionate because I started to learn what it really stood for, the patients that it helps, how we advance science forward. I learned about every single role of companies and positions and every single step that it takes from preclinical to clinical to FDA approval, post-market approval, analysis, data, vendors, you name it, I studied it. I spoke with people who've been in positions for years. I learned what worked for them, what didn't work for them. I observed, but more than observing, I was an active contributor, overseeing clinical trials on a global level, understanding how much is at stake, billions of dollars invested, all for the chance, the mere chance that we can get a treatment to market. That feeling, that hope, I don't want that to ever dwindle. But with 80% of clinical trials failing, and it being a very risky, high impact market, it's easy to get burned out in the industry. It's easy to lose hope when you're surrounded by failure. But every failure is a lessons learned, and every lessons learned is one step to success. Perspective. That's something really important. Perspective is what got me through college. I could have gave up that first day when they said I had all that tuition to pay back, but I figured it out. Perspective. I could have dropped out of my doctorate program when my father passed away, but I decided to keep pushing for him. Perspective. There are a lot of different choices that you can make in your life. And choosing to move forward is the best choice that I made. And so I started my company, Laces Consulting, because I don't want us to be stagnant. I don't want us to be stuck. I don't want life to keep happening to us or to the industry. And so at Laces Consulting, we are an education and technology solutions company. Our technology solutions, ASUS, is built to help with efficiencies in clinical trials, to keep those trials moving forward. So if you're someone who really wants to keep moving forward, whether you're an individual, whether you're a part of a company, whether you're looking to make a difference and you want to keep moving forward, reach out to us and join the mission to keep moving forward.